Welcome, folks. This is Tom O'Brien of TFNN. We're broadcasting live today from beautiful Manhattan at the Hard Asset Show at the Marriott Marquis. Our guest today, Mike Hoffman. Mike is the CEO of Crocodile Gold, trades in the U.S. CROCF. We happen to own Crocodile Gold. Mike Hoffman, welcome back to TFNN.
Thanks, Tom, for having me on again.
You know, can you explain to the folks, you know, when people think gold, right? You know, you can think Nevada, you can think South Africa, but you do business in Australia. Talk to folks about Australia, because you know, Australia is huge, but yet in the United States, I mean, the reality is that, you know, not many people know about it.
Well, people don't realize, but China is the world's largest gold producer in the world.
China is now.
Yeah, number 2 is Australia.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And talk to me about what you have in Australia.
Yeah, so we have 2,700 square kilometers in the Northern Territory of Australia.
Huge.
So the top middle of Australia. Over 5.3 million ounces of gold resource. And we've got all kinds of exploration potential. We've got 4 drills turning right now. So early June, you're going to see a lot of exploration results coming in the press releases. So, and hopefully some really good results.
What's interesting now is that in the dynamic that we're in, the market's looking for exploration, aren't they?
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah, and not only that, we've got a few exploration properties with base metals and silver. So obviously silver is one of the metals of the moment.
Sure.
And it's one of those properties that, although it was a good property, probably wasn't a big priority, but now you look at it with the contained metal value and the silver price,
huge.
It's huge, absolutely
Can
huge.
you talk to me a little bit about, I know, you know, we had the Downdraft of 2007. You know, some people won, some people lost. And how you started that company, because you were one of the winners there, right?
Yeah, absolutely. There was a company that owned the assets, and in the fall of 2008, they were over-levered, they went bankrupt, and then we got the assets through a bidding process in early 2009. And it was difficult to raise money at that point.
Yes.
We went public late 2009, put it in production right away, produced 82,000 ounces last year, and we'll produce 85 to 100 this year. But next year is where we really get the big production increase. So
you know what's amazing? How long have you been in this business?
Oh, over 25 years now.
Okay, so you've heard it all. I mean, how many times do we hear that I'm going to go get a mine, I'm going to do something with it? It's pretty incredible that you got a mine and you're producing, and we have exploration, right?
Yeah, absolutely. And I think one of these things that always takes a little longer than you think, and it always costs a little more than you think.
Yes.
You know, part of it is, you know, it's a little harder to get good people these days.
Right.
But, you know, the nice thing is a lot of that's all behind us. So, you know, we're about ready to reap the rewards of the investments we made to date. So we're actually pretty excited about that.
And financing-wise, talk to me about financing.
Yeah, we did a very large financing in early March, and so we raised $85 million. We've got $80 million in the bank right now, so we have no concerns about money. We've got more than enough to fund exploration in our capital development program, and with money left over. So we're in really good financial shape. Now we just got to get some of that exploration news out there, get the production increase going, and then I think that'll be reflected in the stock price.
You know what's interesting is that I guess after the downdraft of 2007, 2008, everyone knows that you could actually have the best asset, which the folks before you had, but if you don't have the cash for bad times, then it's a problematic, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
No, and I think that's what happened to us a little bit, is we would raise just enough money to do what we think needed to be done.
Yes.
And then you'd be back at the market 6 months later.
Okay.
And then when you have to raise money at that point in time, you might not be raising it at the best time, you know, for you.
Right.
So now that we've raised, and you know, it was at a low price, but now that we have that money in the bank, I think, you know, the good thing is we don't have to worry about what's happening in the market. So
when we take, you know, you're in production, you're exploring, and the exploration program, you have quite a big backyard, right?
Oh, absolutely. Yeah. It's, if anything, we have too many targets, so we've spent a lot of time and effort trying to prioritize them. So the big things for us are try to look for more gold where we already have a large concentration.
Yes.
Look for high grade, and then look for some game changers. And we think, you know, some of these base metal assets could be some game changers. So.
And of course, Australia, politically stable, right?
Yeah.
What about the infrastructure? You know, getting it out of there. How does that work?
Well, we're about an hour and a half south of a deep water port. Going through our property, we have a gas line, power line, main highway, and a rail line.
Amazing.
So we've got everything.
That's amazing,
yeah.
right?
Yeah, and then, you know, good, nice-sized towns near us with a good workforce. So from that point of view, we're in good shape. And then, like you say, it is Australia, first world country, no issues in that regard too.
It's amazing. Well, listen, thanks for giving us the update. We
Yeah,
really
no,
do
thanks very
appreciate
much.
it. Listen, folks, you can come over to our website at TFNN. You're going to see right in the front page the Crocodile banner. Hit that banner. You can find out all about it. In fact, you can see Mike's update presentation on there. Have a great day. Have a safe day. And thanks for being with us, folks.